The bustling gates of the University of Lagos, UNILAG, swung open under the relentless Lagos sun, where Danfo buses honked like impatient geese and Okada riders zipped through the chaos like daredevils. Amid the swarm of students rushing to lectures, 25-year-old Adewale Ade Oluwaseun blended in perfectly. Faded jeans, a rumpled polo shirt, backpack slung over one shoulder, and a pair of worn-out sneakers that had seen better days. He nodded at the security guard, flashed his ID, and slipped into the crowd. But here's the hook that will reel you in. While aides scribbled notes in a dusty lecture hall, pretending to worry about tuition fees, his phone buzzed silently in his pocket, a notification from his private banker, confirming a wire transfer of N500 million into his offshore account. Before we dive into this epic tale of hidden fortunes, campus drama, and shocking twists that will keep you guessing, make sure to smash that subscribe button now. You won't want to miss. More stories like this that blend real Lagos hustle with heart-pounding suspense. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Little did his classmates know, Aid wasn't just a broke final year economics student. He was the shadowy billionaire behind Lagos' hottest tech startup empire. And today, that double life was about to crack wide open. Aid's day started like any other. He woke up at 5 a.m. in his cramped off-campus room in Yaba, a single bed squeezed between a rickety wardrobe and a desk piled with textbooks. The room smelled of instant noodles and ambition, the kind that kept him up late, not studying macroeconomics, but monitoring stock trades on his encrypted laptop. He shared the flat with two roommates, Tunde and Chidi, who teased him relentlessly about his mysterious phone calls and late-night disappearances. Ade, you dey do yahoo yahoo, Tunde would joke, slapping him on the back. Ad always laughed it off, but inside his heart raced. No one could know the truth. By 7 a.m., he was on campus, grabbing a quick akara from Mama Nkechi's stand near the main gate. Oga Ade, your change, she called, handing him a few naira coins. He smiled, tipping her extra without a second thought. To her, he was just another struggling student. But as he walked to his first lecture, his Apple Watch vibrated, a reminder for a board meeting at 6 p.m. with investors from Silicon Valley. Aid's company, Stealth Tech, was a ghost in the tech world, an AI-driven logistics firm that optimized delivery routes for e-commerce giants across Africa. Started in his second year with a bootstrapped app, it had exploded into a valuation of over N200 billion. He ran it anonymously through proxies, never showing his face. On campus, he was just Ade, the guy who borrowed notes and complained about NEPA blackouts. The lecture hall for advanced econometrics was half full, the air thick with the hum of ceiling fans and whispered gossip. Ade slid into a seat next. His best friend Lara, a sharp-witted 24-year-old studying law. She was the only one who ever came close to suspecting something. You look tired again, she said, eyeing his bloodshot eyes. What? Another all-nighter on that side hustle? Aide chuckled, pulling out his notebook. Yeah, something like that. Bills don't pay themselves. It was a lie, of course. His bills included private jets and real estate in Banana Island, but Lara's probing gaze always made him uneasy. She was beautiful, with her braided hair and infectious laugh, and lately, Ed felt a pull toward her that went beyond friendship. If only he could tell her the truth without risking everything. As the professor droned on about regression models, Eddie's phone buzzed again. He glanced down discreetly, an email from his COO marked urgent. Potential data breach. Hackers targeting our servers. Need your approval for lockdown. His stomach dropped. Stealth Tech security was ironclad, or so he thought. If word got out that a UNILAG student was the mastermind, it could unravel his carefully constructed facade. He typed a quick response. Initiate protocol, triple encryption. I'll handle it tonight. The rest of the morning blurred by in a haze of classes and small talk. At lunch in the crowded cafeteria, Ade queued up for jollof rice like everyone else. Tunde and Chidi joined him, bantering about the upcoming student union elections. Ade, you should run for president, Chidi said through a mouthful of food. You're always so composed, like you got everything figured out. If only they knew. Ade forced a smile, but his mind was elsewhere. The data breach email gnawed at him. Who could be behind it? Competitors, insiders. He had enemies in the business world, rival CEOs who'd love to expose him as a campus kid playing with billions. After classes, Adi slipped off campus, hailing an Okada to Victoria Island. The ride was a stark contrast from the gritty student life to the gleaming skyscrapers of Lagos Financial District. He changed in a public restroom, trading his casual clothes for a tailored suit hidden in his backpack. At the Stealth Tech headquarters, a nondescript building disguised as a consulting firm, he entered through a back door. His employees knew him only as Mr. Shadow, a reclusive founder who communicated via encrypted channels. Today, he had to show up in person. The boardroom was tense. His COO, a no nonsense woman named Fatima, paced the floor. The breach attempt came from an IP in Abuja. They're good. Almost got through our firewall. We traced it to a known cyber firm linked to Apex Logistics. Apex, his biggest rival, led by ruthless billionaire Chief Okoro, who'd been undercutting stealth tech contracts. Aid's fist clenched under the table. Double the security team. I want a full audit by morning. And Fatima, no leaks. If this gets out. It won't, she assured him. But as he left the meeting, doubt crept in. What if they already knew his identity? Back on campus by dusk, Aid tried to shake it off. He met Lara at the library for a study session. The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, stacks of books creating a maze of shadows. You seem distracted, Lara noted, closing her law textbook. Everything okay? Ed hesitated. For a moment, he wanted to confess everything, the billions, the empire, the lies. But suspense built in his chest. Trust was a luxury he couldn't afford. Just family stuff, he lied again. That night in his room, the tension escalated. His laptop screen glowed with code as he personally reinforced the servers. But at 2 a.m., a new email arrived. Anonymous sender. We know who you are, student billionaire. Pay N1 billion or we expose you to the world and to Chief Okoro. Blackmail. Aid's heart pounded. How did they find out? He traced the email, bounced through proxies, untraceable, panic setting. If exposed, his campus life would shatter. No more anonymity, no more normalcy. And worse, Chief Okoro would destroy stealth tech. The next day dawned with heightened suspense. Aide skipped his morning lecture, instead meeting a private investigator in a cafe off campus. The PI, a grizzled ex-cop named Uncle Bayo, sipped his tea. This smells like corporate espionage. I'll dig into Apex. But kid, if you're as rich as you say, why hide? Because on campus, I'm free, Ade whispered. No expectations, just me. Uncle Bayo nodded, but Ade felt the noose tightening. Back at UNILAG, rumors swirled. Someone had hacked the student portal, leaking grades. Was it connected? Aid's paranoia grew. He spotted a stranger lingering near his hostel, phone in hand. Was he being followed? Lara noticed his edginess during their afternoon walk around the lagoon. Aid, talk to me. You're acting like you're in a spy movie. He almost broke then, but a call interrupted. Fatima. Another breach attempt. They're getting closer. That evening, Ade confronted the danger head-on. He drove to Apex headquarters in Ikoyi, parking his modest Toyota, one of many cars he owned, a block away. Disguised in a hoodie, he sneaked into the parking lot, planting a tracker on Chief Okoro's Mercedes. Risky, but necessary. As he slipped away, a security guard spotted him. Hey, stop! Aide ran, heart thundering, dodging through traffic. He made it back to campus breathless, but the tension was palpable. The blackmailers upped the ante, a new message with a photo of him in his suit at Stealth Tech. 24 hours, or we send this to your dean and Lara. Lara. How did they know about her? Aide's world spun. He couldn't let her get hurt. That night, he confided in Uncle Bayo, who uncovered a lead, an insider at Stealth Tech, bribed by Apex. The climax built over the next 48 hours. Aide set a trap, wiring payment through a traceable account. At a neutral drop point in Lekki, a abandoned warehouse, the blackmailers showed two thugs and the traitor, his own IT guy. But Uncle Bayo and hired security ambushed them. Fists flew, shouts echoed. Aide, hidden in the shadows, watched as police sirens wailed in the distance. He tipped them off anonymously. In the scuffle, Chief Okoro's involvement was exposed via recorded confessions. Apex crumbled under investigations, and Ade's secret remained safe, for now. But the ordeal changed him. He revealed the truth to Lara over a quiet dinner off campus. I'm not who you think, he said, showing her his real world. She was shocked, then angry, then understanding. You could have trusted me. Months later, Stealth Tech went public, Aide stepping out as founder. He graduated with honors, but the lesson hit hard. True wealth isn't in billions or secrets, it's in authenticity and the people who stand by you. Hiding behind facades breeds isolation, embracing your truth builds unbreakable bonds. What gripped you more about this story? The heart racing double life suspense, the Lagos hustle vibes, or the powerful lesson on authenticity? Drop it in the comments, share with a friend who's living a secret life, and subscribe for more twists that hit home.